almost white now.
Good morning. I'd like to call the January 16th, 2025 Post Falls Urban Renewal Agency Commission meeting to order. We'd like to do the roll call next.
Thank you, Chairman Davis. Coles?
Here.
Leffel?
Here.
Davis?
Here.
Crosby?
Here.
Fleshman?
Here.
Hjeltness?
Here.
Clemenson? Eric, are you with us? So Commissioner Clemenson is expected to attend via Zoom, but it sounds like he's not on the line yet.
All right, excellent. Next, please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next up we have ceremonies, appointments, and announcements. Announcements, we have City Council Seat 6 has been filled by Ryan Davis. Interviews for City Council Seat 2 are scheduled to begin at 5 p.m. today. Next up, we have the election of officers. Article 3, Section 2 of the agency bylaws states, officer term shall be for 1 year, and elections will be held at the Post Falls Urban Renewal Agency's January meeting, with appointments made at that meeting. Now, I'd like to ask for the nomination of officers for 2025 calendar year.
Madam Chair, I would nominate Jamie Davis as chairman.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Coles?
Aye.
Leffel?
Aye.
Fleshman?
Aye.
Hjeltness?
Aye.
Crosby?
Aye.
Clemenson? Okay. Should I call Davis, being that she's the nominated one?
No.
Okay.
All right, next up, we have the nomination for vice chairman. Be looking for a motion in a second.
Move to nominate Melissa. Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Coles?
Aye.
Leffel?
Aye.
Crosby?
Aye.
Fleshman?
Aye.
Davis?
Aye.
Clemenson? Thank you, Chairman.
All right. Next up, we have the election of the treasurer. Be looking for a nomination for treasurer.
Move to nominate Len Crosby. Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Curse of the banker.
Let's see. Leffel?
Aye.
Fleshman?
Aye.
Hjeltness?
Aye.
Leffel?
Aye.
And Clemenson.
I'm in there someplace too as an aye. Did you call me?
Coles? No? Coles. Oh, aye. Okay. Thank you.
Curse of the banker lives.
All right, next up, we have conflict disclosures. Is there any conflicts to disclose from the commission? Doesn't look like we do. All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 4, the consent calendar.
Thank you, Chairman Davis. Good morning, Commissioners. Item A in the consent calendar is the joint workshop meeting minutes for November 19th, 2024. Item B is the commission meeting minutes from November 21st, 2024. Item C is the District Review Committee meeting minutes, January 7th, 2021. Item D is the payables for this month totaling $7,392.24. Item E is the bank activity report, which shows total funds in all accounts of $3,001,762.42 and accrued interest for the month of $6,824.05. Item F is the financial reports as of December 31st. And then additionally, with regards to canceled the canceled December commission meeting, Commissioner Clemenson reviewed the November financial statements, and Treasurer Crosby reviewed the December payables on December 18th, 2024. On December 19th, checks totaling $12,125.89 were posted. I state this for ratification purposes due to the cancellation of last month's meeting. Approval of the consent calendar will authorize a transfer of $7,392.24 to the First Interstate checking account for the monthly payables and $6,824.05 accrued interest to the general fund. Chairman Davis, I would answer any questions.
Does the commission have any comments or questions?
What is the current yield we're getting on the state pool investments?
Just over 5.1.
Just over, still beats anything else. Thank you.
I ran an average for the last 6, 12, and 18 months just to see how it would compare with the CD that was offered about 18 months ago from ICCU, which at the time looked like it would be pretty good for a 12-month period or 24-month period, and we're still ahead of that with our LGIP rate.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks for doing the research on that, Joe. All right, so if there's no other questions, we'd be looking for a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented.
I move the approval of the consent calendar.
I second it.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Coles?
Aye.
Laffel?
Aye.
Davis?
Aye.
Crosby?
Aye.
Fleshman?
Aye.
Hjeltness?
Aye.
Clemenson?
All right, next up we have committee updates. Finance and Policy, Treasurer Crosby.
Aside from reviewing the financials, we had no other meetings this month. We will have, or last month, we will have a meeting at the end of this month to go over a number of issues.
Oh, great.
Or is that in February?
It is next week.
It's next week, yes. Thank you.
Excellent. All right, District Review, Commissioner Coles.
Nothing new. We have the minutes for our last meeting on the 7th.
Great. All right, Communications, Property, and Personnel.
No
Mr.
report.
Hjeltness? Okay. That's quick. All right, next up on the agenda is the citizen comments. This section of the agenda is reserved for citizens wishing to address the commission regarding an agency-related issue. Comments related to future public hearings should be held for that public hearing. Persons wishing to speak will have 5 minutes. Doesn't look like we have any citizen comments. Unfinished business?
We do not have any unfinished business this month.
All right. Moving on to new business.
Our item under new business is the authorization for newly elected officers to be designated signers. As in the past, we will need a motion to authorize the 2025 elected officers as authorized signers for all financial transactions, including checking and savings accounts, bank certificates of deposit, and real property transactions, and authorize Executive Director Joseph Johns to have access to all account balances and month-end statements information for internal funds management purposes.
Excellent. We'd be looking for a motion.
I would make that motion.
In a second.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Clemenson? Coles?
Aye.
Davis?
Aye.
Crosby?
Aye.
Fleshman?
Aye.
Leffel?
Aye.
Hjeltness?
Aye.
Next up, moving right along, we have staff report and updates.
Thank you, Chairman Davis. The annual conflict disclosure letters have been provided to each member of the commission. Once all of the letters have been completed and returned, they will be delivered to Mayor Jacobson. The agency has received a request from the City of Post Falls for funding support of on-street parking and frontage improvements planned at Warren Playfield. The amount being requested for consideration by Urban Renewal is $80,000. The total cost of the project is expected to be $422,000. This request is scheduled for discussion at the upcoming February 11th Commission workshop. JUB Engineering, as agent for A&A Construction and Development, has submitted the second request for reimbursement for costs associated with the Millworks and North Mill 1 project area. I have completed an initial review of the information and am in process with the city engineer and the agency's consulting engineers, Welch Comer, for the purpose of moving the submittal toward consideration by the Commission in either February or March. Lastly, I am drafting the agency's annual report for 2024. Presentation of the annual report to the Commission will take place at either the February 11th workshop or the February 20th Commission meeting.
Very good. Do we have any comments or questions for Director Johns? Hearing none, any commissioner comments regarding any other items? No? All right, chairman comments. I'd just like to thank all of the commissioners and officers for serving on the commission. Appreciate your leadership and volunteerism. With that, we'd be looking for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Move to adjourn.
Second?
All right, all in favor say aye.
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 All right, meeting adjourned.